What is up, everybody? It's Overseer here today. So, Sony fanboys are still butthurt that Elden Ring scored a higher Metacritic than Horizon Forbidden West. They're still talking about it, even though they have games to play. They're still mad about this for some reason. So, this guy says Horizon Forbidden West literally lost some points in because of technical issues, but Elden Ring got a pass. Even if they don't want to mention any technical issues in the game, LMAO. So apparently I'm assuming this is GameSpot's review. Just how this looks right here. I'm assuming it's GameSpot. But let's look at the negatives that he wants to focus on. He said the bad, still at its core, a difficult game designed for a specific kind of person with little in the way of approaching options, and this is Elden Ring. Then the next one is going to be Horizon Forbidden West. He says the bad is too much to keep track of so that you can ignore a lot of weapons, gear, and skills. Stealth is much more rewarding than combat, which focuses you to scramble and can get frustrating. Then the last one says some mostly minor technical issues like texture pop-ins or stuck animations. So he is saying why did the reviewers ding Horizon Forbidden West while they didn't ding Elden Ring for the same type of technical issues. So is the technically a valid point? Sure. But still kind of butter over these reviews. Like, I can imagine a grown man still being upset about some review scores. Like, who cares at the end of the day? Like, how does this really affect your life at the end of the day? Like, why does it affect you? Does he have stock in Horizon Forbidden West or Sony? Like, why does this affect this guy so much? I don't know, but let's see what people have to say about this comment right here. How dare you say anything bad about the most perfect game ever created? I mean, the issues weren't that bad. And apparently it's a screenshot of a boss like freezing. Yeah, that looks terrible. It's like stuttering and glitching and stuff like that. Yeah. 10 out of 10. There's a difference between choppy frames and falling through the ground, broken missions, stuck animations, etc. Bugs and performance are not the same thing. Jeez, what is that? Oh, this is a combination of other than bugs and Horizon Forbidden West. And she like, wow, this looks crazy. Jeez. Horizon Forbidden West doesn't deliver anything genre defining to the open world experience. We've never had a Souls like open world game ever. That's why Horizon Forbidden West didn't impress a lot of critics. It wasn't the bugs. Horizon Forbidden West is the best looking game, but only if you play on PS5 and in 30 FPS mode. Maybe because it doesn't have as many or as frequent technical issues. PC players with 3080s couldn't even play the game. My review for Elden Ring will be coming later this week. This is because PC performance was so poor that probably through my review I had to switch to the PS5 version of the game. Jeez, they got a 3080 in this game I ran into, right? Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the PC version of this game. So people, even with a high-end graphics card with like a 3080, this game is still having performance issues on PC. So, not looking good. Definitely. So it's definitely an unoptimized game on all around the board. It seems like. Also, the graphics they could have been better, such as after seeing Demon Souls. They focus more on art style over graphics. Horizon Forbidden West is only on PS5 with issues. Elden Ring is on Xbox and PlayStation with minimal issues, with most being on PC. A lot of reviews from the game on consoles from what I've seen and heard. I'm not shilling for the combat in Horizon Forbidden West, but what is so rewarding about the combat in Elden Ring? From everything I've seen, is dodge, 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 getting a sword swiper too. The bias is real and nobody will ever admit it. Sounds like you just saw the Elden Ring stole your precious exclusive thunder. Solely Sony timing their games around a big one. To be honest, this kind of seems what this is, to be honest, that they're just mad the Elden Ring stole the thunder from Horizon Forbidden West, but I think that's the real reason. That's the underlying reason why they're so mad. And this guy says, no, there's definitely some valid criticism to be made here. The outdated engine From Software Studios should be used as a bad argument since the engine is severely outdated and needs either a big update or to be replaced entirely. They were smart and let fans of the dev get review copies. So many times I see the highest rated games being reviewed by longtime fans. Offers them some Kleenex. Okay, gonna cry. Yeah, at the end of the day, okay, even if you thought this was valid, like you thought it was a medium bias, because these guys are like huge From Software fanboys. These reviewers are. It's like, why does that affect your opinion? Like you can't look at gameplay to see if it's a game that you like or not. Like, why do people care so much about these review scores? Like, if it's a game I like, or especially like a movie I like that people don't like, I don't really care. It's like as long as I like it, that's all that really matters to me. But apparently, they want everybody to like the same thing. They like if it doesn't get whatever they like needs to get the highest score. If it doesn't get the highest score, then it's gonna be butthurt forever. Apparently, uh, there's some games that are so great that the technical grievances just lose importance. Ignore that. They complain the combat leaves you scrambling. The combat has me scramble and is my favorite part. Okay. Double standards. What is? Let me see. What does this clip say? Maybe he has a point. It's just a media bias. I don't know. Maybe the Sony fanboy has a point. Maybe there's some media bias. Screw reviews are both 10 out of 10 for me. There's a complete double standard at play. This is what I'm talking about. The media is just simple for From Software again. Seems like a great game for the Souls enthusiasts, and Jeff surely already sent them 22 Game of the Year statue, but it's not a 20 out of 10 game. Yeah. I already think that if a game was like super buggy, if the game is super buggy, I don't know how it could be like a masterpiece or a 10 out of 10. Like nobody talks about these bugs at all, so I don't know about that. So I do kind of agree with the Sony fanboy in a slight sense that it's kind of a double standard because you did ding Horizon West about the same technical issues, but you didn't ding From Software about the same technical issues when that game was like super buggy. Both games are super buggy, but only one got dinged for it. So, eh. Who reviewed this? Us? How is having options and playstyles and weapons choice a bad thing? That inspires multiple playthroughs and inspires experimentation. Why I stopped paying attention to reviews a while ago, particularly when Days Gone was released. Ponies when PlayStation games get anything other than a perfect 10. Y'all can't tell me you're surprised by this. They already had their minds made up. This is what I'm talking about. The media is just similar From Software. Alright, okay, I already read that one. Maybe the game is so good that most people with working brands can look past the occasional frame drop. Easy to be pissed off about flaws in a game that is so boring I generally struggle to finish the first mission. This is a good ass point. From Software gets praised no matter what they have been making the same. It'll be a good game since 2000. Wait, it hasn't made good games since 2009. Okay, so what he's trying to say. Please just admit you're bad at games. Okay, so random. Sony fans really do be outraged if reviewer gave their game a good score. Yeah, this game still got a good score. Like Horizon World still got an 8 out of 10. That's still an amazing score, but I don't know. They're still butthurt about that. Like he does make a valid point. Like why does From Software get like special treatment? That is kind of a valid point. But you're still butthurt about an 8 though. Like I still can agree with that. Like why are you so butthurt about an 8 score? And why are you so butthurt anyway if the game did get a low score? Why would you care? If it's a game that you like anyway, like why do you care? This guy says, LOL, even though Horizon looks better than Souls games could ever, all this Dark Souls sucking. Jeez, okay. It's a very interesting way to describe it. Maybe because it literally has to be released in one console and was tailored for that console alone. Plus, reviews aren't just allocation of points for the different aspects. If the game is unbelievably exceptional, then some bugs aren't gonna point. Some bugs aren't gonna point. Okay. One is a AAA game by one of the biggest companies in the world with that feels like unlimited resources and which main offer is spectacle. The other is a game from a company that not long ago wasn't even close to considered a AAA and seems to employ monkeys as programmers. Okay. He makes a very good point. Cyberpunk got literally us on constantly because of the performance issues. Same with Dying Light, and even people point out Horizon has some pop-ins. Yet Elden Ring gets a slap on the wrist and critical acclaim 97 out of 100. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna include it right here. So he does make a point that I kind of agree with. It seems like these media is kind of media bias towards Elden Ring. Like people are not taking it with the same flaws for the technical issues. So I do agree with that point, but at the end of the day, he's still butthurt that another game got the spotlight over a Sony exclusive. So I'm not agreeing with that. He's just butthurt Sony fanboy at the end of the day. And he's so mad about this review score. Like, they're still mad about this review score situation. I was like, it's like, does the review score gospel to these people? Like, if a game gets scored a low score, if you were really anticipating that game, you're not gonna play it now. So I kind of don't believe that, because there's been plenty of movies that have been scored poorly that I wanted to see, and I definitely enjoyed those movies, but most people didn't like them. So yeah, like, reviews matter, but not really at the end of the day. It's all about personal preference at the end of the day. So I'm just still shocked that grown adults still mad about review scores. Like, who cares at the end of the day that much? Like, you have no stock in any of this stuff, so why do you care so much? But yeah, I definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Do you agree with this guy's point right here? Maybe you agree with him to say that, hey, there is some media bias. Or maybe you think he's just completely wrong. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.